mean, the technique's a little different and it kind of helps, but the fall is definitely challenging. As you can see, my ukes in the video, Tristan when he was little, and Leah, who's a very small person, lightweight. But they're able to do it, and the difficulty is can they keep their center so that they don't segment into the fall. If they segment into the fall, the head is sure to hit the mat. Okay, that's really the dangerous part. But there's some things that help. They're a little different. Even in my deshi, it's very hard for them to understand because the obvious appearance is more easily graspable and then executable, but not really. Okay, so as he comes along, the first thing to realize that you're doing is not moving his arm like this. So you're not just taking away the obstacle and he goes up, because then he would do exactly what your deshi are doing. Okay, this one's a little different. So this one, I'm working on inward spirals. So here I have an inward spiral this way, okay? So this inward spiral is going this way, and then I'm going around it, and I'm going to do another inward spiral. So it looks like I'm going like this, but I'm not, which you can tell by how they fall, okay? So the first thing is inward spiral like this. Inward spiral around it, and here's your other inward spiral, and I do another inward spiral here. So I don't want to pull him backwards, and I don't want to just push with two stiff hands. Inward spiral, two inward spirals are going like this, and I drop my center, and I just keep spiraling, dropping my center, and I move my base out of the way so I can stay with his center. So my hands are doing this with my center dropping, and then I get out of the way so I can stay over him. So even if I don't go fast, I don't do the jumping variant, I don't have to kill my uke. So inward spiral, not just get out of the way. Inward spiral, turn around it. Boom, two inward spirals, dropping my center. Keep spiraling. Boom. Don't push on here, just keep spiraling. You'll touch what you touch, but you keep spiraling. And I was doing Idimi, you're doing Ishido Tenkan. It should be the same, only that this is where you would turn around in here. So you're still doing the inward spiral, shift away, turn around it, enter behind him, and then two spirals. Two spirals, keep turning. No. Turn your inward spiral. Don't just pass the arm. So go back and let's watch something, okay? Pull the arm straight down without the spiral. Yeah, there you go, okay? And go slow so you can see what's happening to him. Go slow, pull it, okay. So he's kind of in a straight line, and he kind of leans over just because you're pulling his hands, but you're pulling his shoulders. Do you see that? Do it one more time.
Good, okay? And now do the inward spiral instead. Yes, okay? And you can turn that even more. So now I want you to turn it all the way, thumb down, thumb around, pinky on top. Cool, okay? And so he started the same way, but he didn't, he started different, but he kind of ends up in a similar position, okay? And this time you're gonna go around it, as I told you before. So thumb and pinky rotate, go around it. Good, and keep it going. Okay, and one more time.
Same side.
Same side. Okay, good. All right, now something different happened then. Let's try it again. On the first one, he was able to leave his feet where they are. On the second one, you got him to step. Okay, and as a result, when you come up, on the first one where you did not make him step, he was able to stand straight up when your hand came back up. On the second one where you made him step, his hips were in front of his head, and that's key. There you go. Okay, wait, so you see how his head's behind his hips? Okay, and now we do the two inward spirals. Crunching your stomach, good. Good. And now let's switch roles. And so the key here is that his hips get in front of his head to whatever tiniest degree possible. Okay? Go. Okay, and so less degree did his hips come forward. Do you see that? Okay, and so now go ahead. You're more likely going to have to pull him backwards to get the technique. Do you see that? Okay, there's more hips forward, which is good. And now don't step back. Don't do the obvious. Just inward spiral and crunch your stomach. And then just move out of his way with your foot as he starts to fall on it. Push down, crunch your stomach, spiral, spiral, spiral. Okay? Only you did the obvious with your hands is you just push straight down. Okay? Okay, so if I leave him where he is, then this technique makes no sense. Okay? You should be doing something else because there's no mechanical advantage that you need for the technique. You get it? Okay, so I can't leave him where he is. He's gonna move forward, you see? You have to get himself going forward. So he's gotta go forward. He can't, even though I'm going forward, this circle brings him forward. You see that? You see that? Don't leave him there, and then you go around. Get his hips forward, and as his hips go forward, don't come all the way back up because you're going to stand him back up. I want you to picture there's like a ball here, and I'm going to be on the outermost surface of the ball, pressing down, but not so down that his hips can't go forward. And you have to feel for that. Okay, you're coming around, so don't go all the way off. So I go around so that his hips go forward, and then you feel like there's a downwardness, you see? Okay? But if I go too far down, I'll push your hips back. Got it? And if I come all the way up, you'll be able to stand up. So you're going to feel, this brings his hips forward, and there's the ball, do you see? Do you feel that? Okay, but I'm still letting your hips go forward. Got it? So for example, just walk your hips forward. And you see you can do it. Come back. As opposed to, I'm pushing down, walk your hips forward. You see, I'm locking them. Do you get that? Okay, so there is already a downwardness, but not enough to stop your hips from going forward. And now you'll have this angle. You get it? Okay, and now don't push with your forearms. Don't push with your forearms.
you just keep turning these. You just keep turning them. And whatever's touching him is going to push on him, but I don't change the pattern. So I make sure that you move, and I'm already pushing on you. Do you feel that? But not enough to stop you. Now I got that tilt. This hand comes over the top. I'm grounding on the back foot, and I just spiral. Then so he does not fall on me, but more importantly, so that I can press on his main mass, I have to move to stay up with him, but I'm still going here, so there's a kind of forward. Do you feel that forwardness? Do you see? It's going this way, and now to stay with your mass, I move my foot. This is different. And this is different. Get his hips moving, start to press down. You're already pressing down, you feel it? But I keep it so that you keep moving. Inward spiral. Okay, let's try it. And again, same side. Okay, so here's what the throw's counterintuitive, and so right now your arm is keeping them up. Kind of press again, your back arm. So now for you to throw him, what makes sense is that you'll just pull him backwards, right? Okay, go ahead. Okay. So why inward spirals? Again, remember this is the embryonic version because I showed you the dynamic version where it's really a jumping throw, okay? But it's not like, I'm sorry, I can't remember his name, Shirakawa. He just over here and grabbing, okay? That's gonna be a young class because he's going that way, okay? We are gonna turn his energy. So everything is gonna be the same. And we're just going to look at this arm, okay? So let's turn this way. And right now, my elbow, my upper arm right here is keeping him from going down. The more I push down with my hand, the more I'm just going to make his chin go forward. And so that's why it makes sense to pull him, okay? But what tends to happen when you pull him is they'll turn out of it. He'll turn out of it. That's not it. So we'll just do it on one hand so you can see. Move. Okay? And this hand is going to do an inward spiral. It's going to do this. And when it does it, the elbow's going to move. You see? We'll do it again. Whoa. You get there. And now you start inward spiraling, crunching your stomach, and now I let his head go out the other way. Okay? So my hand actually moves forward. My hand's going forward. It's not going backwards to pull. And then the other hand's doing that on the other side. The other hand is doing it too. Ooh. So here's that elbow dilemma, but no, that's what you want. You do want to touch that. You just keep going around it. There it is right there. Just keep going around it. And then you add the second hand. Boom. Second hand's doing the same thing. So he can't come back to me. You can't turn, you see? Okay? Try it again.